situate yourself in the driver's seat, and I find it easier to lock the steering wheel so when you're messing with it, it's not going to move on you. You're going to use either a custom tool, an Allen key, whatever you have that's small and thin enough, typically with a flat edge. That way you can catch the clips that are in here and go into those two holes that I showed you, and with a pressing motion inwards towards the center, release those clips and then carefully let the airbag down. Just to further demonstrate what I'm talking about, take your tool, go into this hole, go straight as you can, kind of feel for the clip, and then push. The airbag's released, tilt it towards you, and take the two clips off. To remove the two clips from the airbag, use a small flathead screwdriver, and each one of these are locking clips. You want to lift these from the bottom up, unlock them both, and then just pull straight up. And then you can remove the whole clip. Both clips are removed. Rotate the airbag, keep it upright, and put it on a flat surface away from where you're working. Using a T50 Torx Bit, either use a impact or a breaker bar and remove the center bolt. You're going to want to remove this ground and this harness so that when we pull the steering wheel, the whole thing comes off. The airbag stays on the clock spring and will feed through this hole. To remove the ground, push that small metal tab downwards as you pull outwards and it will come off. To remove this harness, there's a tab right here. Just move everything out of the way. Gently grabbing both sides of the wheel, shimmy it a little as you're bringing it out and it will come right off. And remember to feed those out that hole. A note between the 2010 steering wheel and the newer updated steering wheel: this ground that you took off before, you don't really have to take it off. Kind of gives you a little more room to pull this harness out. On the new steering wheel, the ground is integrated to the back of the wheel, so you don't even have to worry about it. When you're ready to install the new steering wheel, first remember to feed the clock spring airbag harnesses through that hole, and as you're guiding it onto the steering rack, note that it is keyed at the bottom and at the side of the splines, so this can only go on one way. On the steering rack, if you can see it, there's a corresponding key here and on the side. If this does not go on smoothly, do not force it, or not only will you not be keyed properly onto the steering wheel and the clock spring will not be in relation to where it needs to be, you can damage the splines on here. So ready to install the steering wheel? Remember your key marks. Get everything lined up. Move this harness out of the way. Bring the airbag harness in through the main hole and get everything lined up. Plug back in your main steering wheel harness. Grab your Torx, go ahead and hand tight it in, and then lightly torque it back in. After you verified that your harness is in, you've gotten this torqued down, go ahead and torque this down to 22 foot-pounds. Ready to install your airbag? Tilt it towards you, and note the colors on this versus what was on the 2010 are just inverted. Just mind the colors and make sure they line up. Once that's in, your harness is in, you're torqued to 22 foot-pounds, flip it up, snap it in. Once you've reattached your battery and get back in the car and put your key in, you're going to see, since the battery was detached, it wants you to reset your windows. Don't forget to do this or your windows will not close all the way. So it tells you first with the driver window, so you're going to open it all the way and then close it all the way. Then the DIC should clear and say open the close the passenger window. So do the same on the passenger side. All the way open, all the way closed. Message will clear. So you got your new steering wheel, horn works. Just go ahead and check all your buttons, make sure everything worked, and you should be good to go.